Okay, Marines, day number 6. Um, Last day we're going to cover nutrition. I know it's been a lot, but we're going to put it all together for you, okay? So as a recap, you have your calories, macros, micros, and the last two, meal timing and supplements we're going to put together. So meal timing, a little controversy there. Some people will disagree, some will go against, but that's fine. But basically, what that's stating is that once you have those first 3 down, it doesn't matter when you take it, when you eat the food. You can do it as I did as intermittent fasting. This is where the controversy comes in. I only ate 2 meals a day, 2 huge meals a day, and it covered it. Covered everything that I needed for the first 3 steps of the pyramid, and I was done. I did it for convenience, and I did it to make sure I hit everything I needed to, and that was it for me, and it worked great. Or you could be like the traditional way of 3 main meals and 2 snacks, or 6 times a day. It doesn't really matter. If you hit the first 3, you have a caloric deficit, you got your macros down right, and your micros, not a big deal. Not a big deal. Okay. And the last thing is supplements. Now there's a couple ways of looking at supplements in terms of bodybuilding. There's creatine, there's whey, Suma, there's all kinds of stuff that you can take, which there's people that have had great success with it. My own personal philosophy, and I'm not trying to push this on you, my own personal philosophy is I don't like things that are processed to go into my body. But that's just me. Now, the only exceptions I will make on that, and we're not legalistic about it. We still eat bread and different things like that. We just try to limit it. That's all I'm trying to say. The only thing I do take is Shakeology on a daily basis. It is a nutrient-rich. When you talk about getting your micros in, I mean, that one shake has all your vitamins and nutrients for the whole day in one shake. It's also designed as a meal replacement, so I can take it in place of breakfast or lunch or dinner if I wanted to, and it makes my life more convenient and easier, and make sure as I hit all my needs, because your best results will come from when you feed your body correctly, and and you can Google this yourself to take a look at is the vitamins and nutrients that we're getting in today's food comparable to 100 years ago. I would say no, because of farming practices and what they're doing to the soil and soil erosion and all the things. And you can Google this for yourself and do your own research on this. But that's up to you. That's up to you to do that. But I myself, I use the Shakeology because it makes a huge difference in my energy levels and my results also. So tying this all together, as you can see, there's a lot of math involved. There's a lot of work involved to do this. You're going to have to figure out meal plans and put things together. A couple of different ways you can go about this. You can take your existing food, your favorite foods that you eat on a normal basis, and as long as you calculate it out, you should be okay. So for example, as long as you may just have to adjust how much protein you're eating in a day, but if you like having meatloaf and you like having eggs in the morning and this and that, you can eat all your favorite things. You just now need to make sure you plug it into MyFitnessPal and then make sure that you're getting the right ratios of your caloric deficit, your macros, micros, all the things we talked about. Just make sure they're in the right ratios. That's really it. And you might want to substitute different things out just to make it healthier. Like instead of having white bread, have wheat bread, or instead of having pasta, maybe having brown rice, things like that. And I know Anna just posted a thing on that about nutrition and rice and how that's not good. And let me just leave you with this. Every person is different. There's not one, what I gave you, the guidelines, that's just guidelines. That's all they are. What you need to do is create a program using those guidelines first and track yourself. Track yourself for a month. Create a plan for a month. Create a plan for a week. Eat it for the next three to 4 weeks, and track yourself and see exactly where you end up and how you feel, and then make adjustments, because every person is built differently. Some people work better off carbs. Some people work better off proteins. There's nothing wrong with that. You just need to know your body well enough to understand what you should do. So I'm gonna leave you with there's a website ripbody.jp that I use as a basis to build that pyramid from. A lot more in depth than what I'm giving you here. Obviously, I'm just giving you a high level overview. Another thing is if you are just like, well, that's just way too much information to deal with, you can go on you can go on teambeachbody.com, sign me up as your coach, and then sign up for the club membership. The club membership is $2.99 a week, basically $12 a month. You plug in some couple basic information about your age, weight, height, and all that stuff, what you're trying to do, and it will give you a meal plan. All this stuff will be figured out for you. I mean, all this stuff that we're talking about. So that's what my family does. That's what me and my wife do. That way, we're able to eat meals together because then we just plan the meals together and we just adjust a little bit for the proportions. And that's really it. It allows us to be able to eat dinner as a family. So that's very important for me. But yet, we're both eating healthy. So. If you have any questions, of course, shoot me a message or post a question on the team page.